Hello everyone, and welcome to another incredible episode of the Pokemon A to Z series, legendary as it has been proclaimed to be. Here we are almost all the way through the letter A, and almost all the way through the letter V. One of these sides of the alphabet is a lot quicker to get through than the other. And I am your host, Manchini the Amazing, and with me I have a fantastic returning co-host, Draco. Please say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm back for another banger.
Banger indeed. So at this point, we are up to the incredible Pokemon of Azelf. And going in our pattern of having Pokemon with shared weaknesses in these recent episodes, we're at Vaultin Veluzas. So,
Vaultin Veluzas.
Vaultin Veluza. Would you like to explain us through Azelf or through Veluza?
Veluza.
Okay. So, let's start with the abilities.
Alright, we got Mold Breaker, everyone's favorite ability. Ignores other opposing abilities of opposing Pokemon. So say they're sturdy and you hit them with a water move and they would normally live on 1 HP if you kill them. But with Mold Breaker, you go straight through them. Or like a Storm Draymon, for example. You could hit a Storm Draymon with a water move, like Gastrodon.
It's the Gastro check.
Yes. And then it has Sharpness, everyone's second favorite ability, right? Behind Mold Breaker. And basically boosts all cutting or slicing moves by 1.5.
It's getting a
Most
choice
famously known
boost on these
on,
main
Aqua
two.
Cutter. Yes.
But it does also, I think... No, actually no, I think it literally doesn't have any other slicing moves. Oh no, it does have Night Slash. It does have Night Slash, yeah.
It's funny. This Mon is most famously known for that one broken move called Fillet Away.
Is that your
And
perspective?
With that move, no, not really, but that's what I use it for.
Okay. I had it in a draft season, and I basically just kept bringing it with like a Life Orb or Clear Amulet in Trick Room and just clicking stab moves. I don't think I brought Fill It Away once, and I probably brought it for like 4 weeks. Fill It Away is like the Komodo setup move if it was bad.
Yeah, a lot significantly worse.
It's like Belly Drum if Belly Drum was bad.
Yeah, it's like it's a shell smash without the minus defense, when instead of the defense, you don't get any speed.
Normally when you click Shell Smash, you lose a third of your defenses, so you go down to 0.67. In this one, with Fill It Away, you take half of your health as damage, which, you can pay with a Citrus Berry to get to 75 at the cost of your item. But you could also do White Orb to get to 100 with Shell Smash. And then you lose 50% instead of 33%, which is why I'm not too big. And I'm not too big on Shell Smash either. At least in VGC. But Veluza's okay. The 70 speed is good. It doesn't have Trick Room, which I think would make it a much more dynamic sort of Pokemon to use. Do they use Stored Power on Shell Smash? Because it has a decent special attack stat.
I know on the ladder I use Stored Power with Fillet Away.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, with Fill It Away, yeah. Fillet Away, as you say, Mr. Frenchman. Vaultin Veluzas. This Pokemon is a Pokemon.
It is the most Pokemon of Pokemon.
I don't know if it's the most, but it's definitely one of those Pokemon of all time. I think often it costs a similar amount to Cloyster and Bruxish. So if we look at this thing, Bruxish in the same tier, Cloyster in the same tier. It is significantly worse than both of the other two. But sometimes, if you do have a team where you want something that can slot into a Trick Room mode, which is what I had it with last season, then that's where you may want to sort of pick it up there. I mean, it's okay. It's got okay bulk, that 90, 73, 65. The 90 HP does a decent bit of carrying, because if you invest in either defenses, you can generally take an unboosted, super effective stat move from full if you have invested for it. Azelf is not quite as bulky, but it is very reasonably fast. It's got very high in both of its attacking stats, and has access to Levitate, which is great, because if you somehow give Veluza Earthquake through, I don't even know how, because it doesn't get Mimic, then you can Earthquake your own Azelf. But yeah, I'd say a major way that people use this in the current format is like how you would have seen us using it in an earlier episode, Scarf Explosion with Terra Normal, or Normal Gem Explosion with Terra Normal, because it is the strongest exploder in the format. But outside of that, like, it is still reasonably strong. It's got good speed as well as both screens, which can enable it to be really like flexible on a team. And like, it really just has a ton of coverage. Not necessarily the most congruent coverage. Like, you're not going to be able to hit Heatran with anything better than Drain Punch, but that's more down to Heatran being a particularly difficult Pokemon to hit than Azelf not having good coverage. Most matchups it has decent enough coverage for. You know, like, it's got Flamethrower for each. Actually, I just realized it's also using Drain Punch to hit Chiyu.
I mean, yeah. Pretty sure it'll kill the Chiyu too at that.
Good, like, decent speed for like on-goal support. Helping Hand is okay if you're like using this on a team where you are pensive about playing against Trick Room. It's got Mystical Power, which is the move that all three of it, so also Ixie and Mesprit got, which scales up throughout time, but I think due to its frailty and its immediate power, you may tend to benefit from using Psychic over Mystical Power. But maybe in draft there is some use cases for Mystical Power. Or maybe even on a dual screen set, it might make sense to use it just so that it stays very non-passive. But yeah, access to U-Turn and Trick are quite nice. Thunder Wave it's got good speed for as well. Taunt, it's maybe a bit slow for Taunt in the current format, but that's just because they need to be really, really fast. And then beyond that, yeah, it's just a pretty good mon. It's got a lot of weird moves. Yes, Mystical Power is probably better than Charge Beam.
Charge Beam sucks.
Yeah. Not having Ice Beam, having Ice Punch means that your matchup into Lando can get a bit more awkward. But I'd say in the current format, you're probably fine just clicking Psychic into it. So, that comes to the question of what do we want to do with these Pokemon? Oh, also, this mon gets Recover. I tried to run it once, it didn't work. Veluza.
I knew it got some of the recovery when I forgot what it was. I saw it in the builder when I was trying to use it on the ladder.
Yeah. You thought it might have been like the spicy tech. So, I think we maybe want to try and get Azelf to like show itself off. So we may not go with like the explosion-based set. Or if we do, we might just do like a no, I think we should just go for like a Life Orb set, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Like Psychic Flamethrower hits. What are we missing? So we don't hit Heatran, but we can't hit Heatran. Is there anything obvious?
Does he get Fake Out?
What's alright?
Doesn't Azelf get Fake Out?
No.
I could have sworn it got Fake Out.
Nope. Let's see what legendaries have Fake Out. Is it just... Oh, legendary is apparently not a searchable term in Showdown. I did not actually know, but I guess I've never tried before. I don't know if there are any legendaries for Fake Out in the current format.
Not in the current format, no, I doubt it. But I could have sworn Azelf got Fake Out.
Yeah, I think even in Nat decks... not Nat decks. I think even in like a restricted meta... Oh, Mew doesn't get Fake Out right now, apparently. That's interesting. Or is this not? Does this not show Mew? I have no idea. Let's see. Vaultin Veluzas is off. Actually, I think Mew doesn't get Fake Out. I think that's correct. Yeah, I think that like Psychic Flamethrower, and then we have Veluza can hit Heatran. Like genuinely, I'm not sure. Besides the Heatran and Chiyu, which we identified that it can't hit at all, I'm not sure if there is a better option. So then that last move makes me just kind of want to tack on Grass Knot to punish like Ursaluna and Dondozo.
Oh, I like that.
And then like Protect last. Yeah.
Ursaluna gets wrecked.
Could also do Icy Wind. Oh no, we can't because it doesn't learn it.
Icy Wind.
I always want to run Icy Wind, but then it doesn't get it. We could do Thunder Wave to play around Sucker Punch, but I feel like it's a bit slow to try and do that. I mean, I think that we just kind of like go offensive spam with this, and we try to take advantage of the
Does it get jet?
Yeah, it does.
Heat.
I'm going blind. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Terra Water was what I was thinking. We'll just Terra Fire for you. Doesn't necessarily make sense, but it's mostly about... Does Terra Water make... Well, Terra Fire gives us damage ounce for Flamethrower. Probably do need it for Rillaboom. But I'm thinking that we can just run, like... this with, like, a Taunt. And then try to take advantage of that speed control to, just use our offensive options as offensive options, right?
Leak Windstorm.
There's like a million good moves. Probably Taunt since we're Cloak. You definitely want like max speed. Max speed with Cloak. With Mental Herb you can run slower. Maybe Icy Wind on the Taunt as well for the
Veluza.
Well, I meant more just for the opposing tailored matchup, but yeah. Veluza is a Pokemon that benefits from it. So, yeah, we got the Banded Veluza. We should probably make sure Veluza outspeeds Iron Bundle in tailored. Level 50. 309. Okay, that's a lot of speed. This is why I was running this. This is why I was running this Pokemon in Trick Room, not Dayland. Okay, so it can't have speed for Booster Bundle. Let's just run speed for Regieleki then. It can't have speed for Alecki. I have no idea what to run speed for. Maybe like just Chant Power or something. Maybe just like a fast Adamant set. I just want the Fizz Def to be able to take hits. I'm going to make sure I'm faster than, well, I guess non-booster one, right? Let's just run speed for non-booster bundle. Wanna wait. And then put like the rest in a mixture of Fizz Def and thing, because we want to be able to Terra Water out of Sucker Punch. Now, we need something that beats Trick Room. And then we want some other stuff as well, probably. So what do you think we should be out like Trick Room check?
Okay, hear me out. Do you want I'm on that checks Trick Room or like stops them from setting Trick Room entirely?
Either or. Whichever one you would prefer.
Imprison for Rigorash with Trick Room.
I mean, sure. I feel like having a maybe a third psychic type is not the best option.
I mean, I feel like doesn't indeed. Oh, that's a psychic type.
Okay, we can look at Trick Room in Prison. There's Banette, Drifblim. I mean, Drifblim's funny, but maybe not necessarily synergistic with Torn. Furata Min. Gengar. Gengar's fun.
I like Gengar. I wouldn't be opposed to Gengar.
Alright, we gotta add another physical attacker after Gengar. And then probably have one with that physical attacker, should probably have Fake Out. We are...
Oh, I'm hearing Iron Hands, Iron Hands, Iron Hands.
I've used so much Iron Hands recently.
It does.
I think I'll skip Iron Hands just because I've used it so much recently.
It's okay. I can never get enough of it.
Like it's definitely like the correct answer, right? There's no way in which it is like the wrong answer, but I think
Iron Hands fatigue.
What's the defense? Do you know what the defense investment is off the top of your head? The defense investment for the Torn that they run for
I don't know.
Let's just run like a little bit slow. I don't remember what the number is. But yeah, so Gengar, Trick Room, Imprison, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb. And I'd probably chuck a Focus Ash on it. Nope, I did not want to be min speed. So I've just used Iron Hands and Tinkerton a lot recently. Oh, Grimmsnarl's fun. We can run like an offensive Frisk Grimmsnarl set.
I like that. Frisk? Wait, does Frisk first both items?
Yes.
Repeat.
The other option.
An AV.
An AV? Sure. That is what I tend to run on the Frisk. The great thing about Frisk is it lets you see which Pokemon has a Covert Cloak. Yeah, and if we're running AV, we want it to live Fluttermane. Most likely a non-Terra Fluttermane on account of being AV. And not boosting out of anything. Oh, wait, does it live Terra? No, it's short. So, and we basically just want to peel back special defense until it is just living. 188. Actually, if we take the nature off and we just like full send here. No, we don't live. Okay. So I want to put the minus into special attack and put the rest in speed then. And then what's our last mon? We are currently using Grimmsnarl as a GN power check, and the Grimmsnarl is no defense investment.
Want that check GN power.
We want like a good dark resist.
Fighting types. Look into some fighting types. I can't blinking. Was that the only fighting type comes to mind? Is hands? Because I use it so much. I forget this.
I've been using Hariyama and Hands a lot recently, like both of them, because Hariyama with Thick Fat is like a decent check, but I've been using them so much recently. Okay. Yeah, it's not Great Tusk. It's not Lucario either. Do Slitherwing.
Slitherwing, yeah, I was thinking. Well, I seen it, I was thinking Slitherwing.
Oh, Taurus. Taurus is fun.
Taurus Blaze?
Hell yeah.
Fire. Get it? Inspire type.
Exactly. We'll pretend that people are still using Pokemon that have Defiant. We can use Raging Bull as kind of like game control to remove opposing whatever it's called. Screens. Yep, that's the word. And then maybe just Earthquake, because it synergizes well with Azelf and Gengar. Oh, sorry, not Gengar. It does not have Levitate anymore. I meant Taunt.
Earthquake. Gengar.
I honestly might have forgotten that Gengar no longer has. Gengar, we probably want to be like Terra Dark. No, Terra Water. Terra Water is just generally okay. It means we have more chance to proc Curse Body on Surging Strikes. And then the Terra on Tauros. It's Ground for Earthquake. Which kind of makes me think we should be Tauros Water. So that we... No, I don't want to be weak to Fairy. So, just like this. Is this the squad? I think this is the squad.
I like that squad.
It's a pretty strong squad. Okay. Do you want to take game one?
Yes. Okay, got it. We got Hands, Trick Room.
I mean, this seems like a pretty decent Torn Gengar lead, right?
Yeah.
And then just bring Azelf and Veluza in the back.
Bing bong. They're not gonna know what's coming. They're gonna get hit with the funniest in prison of their life.
And the absolute funniest.
Gaze gaming.
That's kind of like us, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, debated.
This is the lead we wanted, right? We Tailwind and we Shadow Ball the Fluttermane.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, they fake us out, and then...
They can't fake either of us out. We have Covert Cloak and a Ghost type.
Oh! Covert Cloak! Die, Fluttermane.
Why did it not die? What did Iron Hands go for? Wild Charge? Oh, Disable.
Oh, great.
Wild Charge. Great. Awesome. We got a free switch into Veluza. Alright, we're bringing out Veluza.
Psycho Cut.
Was that Specs damage?
I don't... Yeah, I think it actually was. But he's imprisoned. I mean, he's not imprisoned. He's disabled.
Yeah, that was Specs damage. Cool. So I think we Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball the Iron Hand slot.
Well, just Sludge Bomb is stronger.
Sure.
Cressalia's here. I could have clicked Aqua Cutter. I'm gonna imprison the.
Yeah, definitely.
No trick room for you. No trick.
We just double the Ursaluna with Psycho Cut and Sludge Bomb, right?
Yeah. Die.
Dude.
Yes.
Are these Pokemon simply too good? So we need to get Veluza out so we can lock into Jet.
Which do I sat? I mean, which one?
Oh, we've imprisoned Shadow Ball as well. We've only got Azelf in the back, so we switch in Azelf and we switch in Azelf and we Shadow Ball the Fluttermane. Oh wow, it's quite slow. Or maybe it was going for Trick Room. No, it couldn't because we have imprisoned it. So now we just need to start hitting this with... Okay, I think they might have won, to be honest. There we go. So that's how you win. Just run a Gengar, which is faster than their Fluttermane. Yeah, I mean, Specs Fluttermane often runs a lot of bulk. I think I've definitely run them. I probably run them maybe faster than Gengar, but I'm not even sure about that. Alright, game 2 I'll take. But both Azelf and Veluza putting in a lot of work that game. That Azelf took that stored power really well, you know? It's another Trick Room team. We are like never run into Trick Room teams and then immediately into all of the Trick Room teams. I mean, I think that the lead could be Azelf this time, but I think it probably is still Gengar. And this is just the same form.
Literally. Hello, Iron Bundle.
So the question, I guess, is do we think that Shadow Ball KOs Iron Bundle? The answer is that it does not. Sludge Bomb with, like, if we get the poison, Sludge Bomb KOs.
And that's our only play.
We could also Terra Water the Gengar. I think we do. I think we Terra Water the Gengar, we get Tailwind up and we Sludge Bomb the Iron Bundle.
Yes. Poison.
Because we kind of expect both of them to go for Blizzard, or, yeah.
Die. Poison.
It was supposed to poison. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. So we go for Bleak Windstorm and we imprison, right?
Yes. Hopefully we don't miss.
We just need to connect the 80% accurate move.
Don't miss.
Or for them to freeze dry Gengar because it is Sash.
That's also a plausible thing they can do. I don't think they're expecting me in prison. Yeah, they definitely weren't.
I mean, they seem to have played around it, so maybe they were. So I definitely want to... Oh god, they got the Spatak drop as well. I definitely want to just Bleak Wind here and Shadow Ball the Cresselia.
Got it. Damage. More damage, 25%. Lunar Blessing.
Did they just remove their own? Okay, well, that's interesting. Veluza. I want to taunt the Cresselia and Aqua Cutter the Ursaluna.
Cool. Hope we get the crit, high crit ratio, right?
Yeah, but I also think it might just die.
Do we Tailwind this turn?
I don't know why we would ever do it this turn. I think we just Bleak Windstorm and Aqua Cutter the Ursaluna.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can always do it next turn, right?
Yeah, we outspeed it. Oh, he turned to a grass type, but then he's weaker to...
Missing that might be a problem. Alright, he's in range after the burn now.
Yes.
I think we lose. I think we lose to the Iron Bundle. Actually, no, I think we just lose to Cresselia straight up.
Yeah, we're locked into...
We Flamethrower the Cresselia and Aqua Cutter the Ursaluna, right?
I think it's... yeah, I mean, we could just... I'm predicting the Protect right here on the Luna, and then you just...
We could double the Cresselia.
Yeah, we...
I don't know why we would, though.
Flamethrower the Cresselia, and then...
What if we Flamethrower the Luna and Aqua Cutter the Cresselia? Yeah. I kind of expect them to switch.
I throw the Luna.
Okay. I was thinking they may switch the Ursaluna. How do they get 100%? Is this a Serene Grace version of Cresselia? Also, the Cresselia is faster than Veluza.
The crit is good. I like that.
I mean, the crit wasn't that impactful.
I think we win now. Yeah, we win. I think. Yeah, we win.
I know we aren't max, but they are a fast Cresselia. Okay, so...
the Abomasnow is still alive.
Yes, the Abomasnow had taken no damage.
Oh, I forgot.
I think if we still had Terra, the Azelf could win. But we don't have Terra, so... I mean, we just...
protect, and then kill the bundle.
Okay, we protect and kill the bundle. I kind of expect them to just attack the Veluza with Iron Bundle. But sure, we'll go for the protect play. If they attack, I mean, like, yeah, we're playing around them throwing, right? Okay, they threw. Oh my gosh, are we actually going to win?
Oh, we're so good.
Surely we're not going to win, right? Surely we are not going to win from here. I mean, we're -1. We're -1, right? But we are Life Orb, and it is 4x super effective. Why would they attack the Azelf? Oh my gosh. This is why you run Articuno. Alright. Azelf and Veluza.
And in the work, I'm telling you, these two are demons.
I think they 100% should have attacked the Veluza there.
Regieleki.
So I want to lead Grimmsnarl Gengar and set up Trick Room.
Grimmsnarl. Do it.
And then we bring Veluza and Azelf in the back.
Hello, Torn.
Cool. We can fake out... We can actually fake out either of them. But I think we fake out the Urshifu and set up Trick Room.
Easy, buddy.
The good news is, they went for Tailwind, so... So I think we double into Urshifu with Crunch and Shadow Ball.
Yes.
They're Terra Water. Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Bomb, Sludge Bomb.
The only thing Shadow Ball would play around is them switching into Lando. Dude. Is Grimmsnarl simply the greatest Pokemon of all time or something?
He might be.
He may be. It might be him. I kind of just want to double the Taunt so that we get like a paid switch into Veluza and Azelf.
Are you going to Spirit Break it or still Crunch it?
Definitely Spirit Break. Because we're at -1, so we don't expect the damage to be enough.
Poison.
It's pretty close though. And now they went for Bleak Wind. That did 13%.
Disable. Oh.
Now we get Veluza in.
Oh, they set up the rain for us. Aqua
Yes, they
Cutter.
did. So I think we throw a Spirit Break into the Tornado slot and Aqua Cutter the Lando slot. Do we ever Terra the Veluza here?
What did they have in the back? Rillaboom is the only case scenario I think there would matter because we kill everything else in one hit.
Okay, let's see if they're Sash. I calced, and unless they Terra Grassed, we KO'd anyways. 3-0, 3-0, undefeated, 1400 on ladder.
Easy money.
1400 on ladder with Grimmsnarl Veluza, with Veluza Azelf.
Vaultin Veluzas, bro. I'm telling you, Veluza has put in work literally every
This is exactly what I did with it in draft. Is you just get into the position that you can lock into Aqua Cutter or Psycho Cut, and you do damage.
This mon's broken.
It's a very enjoyable Pokemon to use.
You are such a funny mon. No one ever suspects imprisonment for some reason.
So yeah, oh, the Imprisoned and the Trick Room both did amazingly on Gengar, right? And the Sash was pretty good as well. That said, doing no damage to Flutter Mane was very funny. We didn't get to use Tauros, but we also didn't run into anything that it made sense for.
That's the Flutter Mane that we outsped. So they were like no speed, max HP probably.
Oh yeah. They were definitely bulky. You generally expect a Specs Flutter Mane to be quite bulky in this format. And it's not like 110 is a massive speed tier to go for. If we look at if we look at things by speed, in that 110 range, a lot of the Pokemon here are not unusable, but none of them are top meta threats, right? You don't really see Zoroark H taking names, Iron Moth taking names, you know. Like Garfire is probably the spookiest. That said, not hitting Taunt and Thund is maybe a bit of a question mark. But I guess if you're expecting to be losing in speed control against them anyways, the defense, like the bulk, is absolutely a strong option. I wonder if they even had speed for like Iron Jug. Or I genuinely, I don't know what they were creeping for. Maybe Garchomp? Because then you also cover like that entire base 101 area. But I don't know, maybe it's just 100, maybe it's just Palafin, right? Live Palafin and kill Palafin. Though Palafin's not that relevant either. Why is everything gone? Why is everything that was good no longer important? It was for powerful base 100 mon, Voltorb Hissway. So ultimately, Azelf and Veluza, both like really strong, just slapping an offensive item on and doing damage.
It was a powerful episode.
It's a very powerful episode. In what circumstances would you recommend drafting Azelf?
If you want a mon that you can, you don't have to bring Azelf every week, but like you have a dead spot, or not a dead spot, but like a spot you can fill. You want a mon that can just come in, do some damage, and like you know what it's gonna do. Like you don't ever have to actually do too much, do too little to get the job done.
And it's also got that Levitate, which I think means it can fit on a lot of teams that have like a strong ground type or even like a ground type weakness.
Yeah, and it also has some pretty gnarly support moves like
the screens, like the Thunder Wave, like Encore. Definitely strong. And skill swap to your partner Pokemon, and then they can have Levitate.
Yes, Thunder Wave, like a bunch of stuff it can do.
Yeah. And if you have a decent ghost type, obviously the Scarf Explosion, you're allowed to use in draft as well. It's not illegal. Yeah, it's definitely a good option for like positioning control. It's definitely like a mid-tier mon that you should generally feel like considering if you've got points and you don't have a different Psychic. Veluza, it doesn't matter if you have another Psychic or Water type on the team. If you've got 6 points and you want something that can function inside existing speed control archetypes, it's a mon which can fit into those as like a 4th or 5th best mon many games.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Boosting abilities are just strong. Like, you know, worse than Cloyster, but I can understand that there are teams where you may be apprehensive to pick Cloyster over Veluza. You know, if you're like particularly rock or fighting weak. So yeah, definitely recommend this. These Pokemon are also all just fun. This Grimmsnarl set is just incredibly fun to use, even if you do no damage because you have no attack stat. The fact that it lives Flutter Mane is obviously just funny, and you can use Terra Dark for bonus damage. I think might make more sense like a Chant Power Support or something, but you know, or a Helping Hand even. But yeah, and this Taunt set, you know, did its dividends. I think our Taunts mostly died, but dude, leading Gengar Grunt was fun. Yeah, Veluza, Azelf, very good. Very good with speed control. Azelf fine without speed control sometimes, though there are definitely matchups where it struggles into opposing speed control, even opposing fast-ish Pokemon. 115 is not particularly premium in this format, but definitely not like a slouch. So, thank you everyone for watching, and leave a comment down below about what Pokemon that you'd be excited to see in the rest of the series, and if there are any like interesting support options that we can try and tech onto teams. I'd be very interested to hear people's suggestions.
Vaultin Veluzas.
Vaultin Veluzas, indeed. Goodbye.